Kind Legbeard.
Oh yeah! I love Twilight! I've seen all the movies! Edward is so hot!
The really pale dude with big hair and constipated look.
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise swearsies, it's just a fact. It's totally science. Go ahead, look it up if you want. We're still on Urban Dictionary, which makes me feel really nice. Kind Legbeard is coming back in here today. Will OP stand up, slap this supposed friend in the mouth as she much deserves? I'm not sure, but I guess now's as good a time as any to find out, so let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. Summer vacation with a Legbeard. Kind Legbeard update, part number 6. We are into day 10 out of 14. We're in the home stretch, essentially. Soon she'll go home and we'll never have to interact with her again, I hope. The day began much later, as we slept in well past noon. I worked today, but thank goodness for closing days. The holidays wiped me out pretty hard. I opened my eyes around 1 p.m. and made my way to the living room. Today was also the first day of my new college semester, so I could take some time before work to read through the new class syllabus. Look at you, got all this stuff going on. You'll love to see it, honestly. What's Kind Legbeard got going on? Ah, Discord call later? Huh.
That's it?
That's basically it. The first week was easy, just some reading and introduction posts, which I completed quickly, and then moved on to kill some time and play a cheap video game. Oh, you into those indie titles, huh? Me too! I put my headphones in so the volume wouldn't be disturbing anyone else, and I zoned out for about 2 hours. I watched the clock the entire time, and as the time got closer to when I had to leave for work, I took off my headphones and started getting ready. Then I heard a phone call from the bedroom, complete with crying and screaming. Those really were noise-canceling headphones. What the hell was happening here? I tried not to eavesdrop, but it was hard to avoid hearing every word with that kind of volume behind it. She wants you to ask. She wants to vent to you. I think the best thing here is a strategy of non-engagement. My clothes were in the room. Oh, well, that solves that. And it was a bit awkward to walk in during such a phone call, so I decided to wait it out. How long could it be? Kind Legbeard did deserve some privacy during a heated phone call, at least. Yeah, I'm not really sure that's true. This is my bedroom, and I need my clothes, and if you're going to scream at somebody, go do it outside. Wander off into the forest and do it. But the clock continued to tick, and eventually, I couldn't wait anymore. I had to start getting ready for work. There you go. Nuts up. The OP at the beginning of this saga would have been like, I guess I could take a sick day. But look at you. You're sick of the bullshit. You're charging in there. Proud of you. I cleared my throat and slowly entered the room. Right away, Kind Legbeard's head perked up, and the call ended. Oh, that was easy. OP, are you okay? I heard some of that from the living room. Kind Legbeard.
Yep, I'm good.
OP, are you sure? What's going on? Kind Legbeard.
Oh, just some bitch talking crap about me, trying to steal my boyfriend.
Oh good, more relationship drama. It's the only thing she's got going on in her life, and it is painful to sit through. Especially because you know it's all fake. It's just a Discord boyfriend, I'm pretty sure. You've never met this person. You don't know him. You're gonna sit on Discord and giggle together for 2 months until you just grow apart in some way. But OP is sympathetic. He says, oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. Boyfriend, though? Are you with someone now? Kind Legbeard.
Yeah, I'm with new person now. We got back together, but I'm still mad at him after the last time we dated.
Roundy round we go. OP, what did he do? As if it's actually going to be an interesting answer. Definitely stupid, not interesting. Kind Legbeard says,
he went to a Comic-Con and he took a picture with a girl dressed like a freaking stripper. Do you want to see? I don't deal with goddamn cheaters.
Apparently you do. I don't even know if it counts as cheating. It's Comic-Con. Then she showed me a photo of a guy that I'd never seen before, posing next to a girl dressed in a surplus of pink. I didn't know who the character was, so while I was writing this, I did some sleuthing on Google and came back with which character it was. Apparently, the character was a girl named Yui from the anime Angel Beats. There you go, look at that pink hair, woohoo! With my lack of information during this conversation, however, I was rather limited in my replies, even if I could tell that this was clearly just cosplay. OP says, I see. How do you know he was cheating, though? Kind Legbeard.
Just look at her! She's basically a stripper! The guy's obviously cheating and thinking she's hotter than me when she dresses like that!
Women.
It's like your own insecurities bubbling up to the surface, in that everybody has to wear frumpy sweaters so Kind Legbeard could be the hottest woman on the planet. She still won't be, though, because the ugliness is deep down inside. And also, once you get the ugly sweater off and them sweater puppies come out, what am I doing? OP says, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but it might just be a character. He's not even touching her or anything. Kind Legbeard.
Doesn't matter! My man's only allowed to look at me! If he takes a picture with a girl, that counts as cheating!
Your insecurity is so wild. Good luck. That's what I'll say. Internally, OP says, yeah, at a Comic-Con? Just let it go. She saved that boy from a bullet well dodged, you know? In normal day-to-day, perhaps that could be true, but a Comic-Con was designed for showing off costumes and taking photos. Yeah, and selling people weird, cheap anime crap. Kind Legbeard.
So yeah, we're only back together because I banned him from talking to sluts.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Can't trust your partner? Why not try to control their whole life? That should fix everything. OP says, oh wait, but what about the person that you met at the bonfire? Weren't you into them? Kind Legbeard.
No, I still like them, but we're not together. Maybe later, though.
Yeah, keep a couple on the back burner, you know. Too much relationship drama for me, says OP. Having 3 partners in the past 10 years was already too much stress in my life. I don't know how she did it, because this is her reason to exist. She doesn't have anything going on outside of this. I might actually be sad for her if she wasn't a despicable human being. I had to cut the conversation short so I could get ready, as by this point, I only had about 10 minutes to get ready, and I was lucky to rush out the door on time. On my way home from work, I picked up a few things for dinner, because Kind Legbeard texted me about wanting spaghetti, and now that I got paid and gave up my portion for the bills, I had no problem getting her a little something with any money that I had left over. I mean, spaghetti I could give a pass, probably. Feeding a guest in your home seems to me like a necessity, much more than something like Minecraft. Despite me buying something, though, dinner had already been made, as I worked closing and nobody wanted to wait until after 9 p.m. to eat dinner. God, 9 p.m., that sucks, man. You give me a 9 to 5 job or nothing. Or a 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. job, mental health permitting, until it starts to deteriorate horribly. Not that the liberty of YouTube as a job is much better for my mental health, but I digress. I just put the ingredients for the spaghetti away for later and took a plate of tonight's dinner. I ate and made my way to my room to see Kind Legbeard on my bed. Again. What you need to do is put, like, mouse traps under the sheets. I stopped bothering to get irked by such things anymore. My bed was my safe space that nobody was allowed on, but it was already tarnished and dirty, so it really couldn't get any worse. Yeah, that's usually a thing people say right before it gets worse. Kick her off. She knows where she's supposed to be. She only does it because you let her get away with it. I would simply change all my sheets and blankets when she left and reclaim my comfort space, which no longer felt like my comfort space as of this moment. And yeah, it's her fault for pushing the envelope, but it's your fault for not pushing back. She was on a video call, so I gave her some privacy and kept quiet as I checked on one of the animals in my bedroom, which was my hamster. Is she ever not on a video call? Just pretend she doesn't exist. The rest of the world does. As I was checking the hamster's water levels and cleaning off the wheel, my hamster got curious at the noise I was making and poked up out of the bedding to see what was going on. OP? Oh, hey little girl. Kind Legbeard.
Oh my god, is your hamster out?
OP? Yeah, she came out to say hello. Kind Legbeard.
She's so cute. Can I hold her?
Oh my god, it's gonna be Moby Vic all over again, isn't it? OP says, sure. I'm sure she'd love the physical contact. I don't get a chance to play with her every day. So I picked my hamster up gently and waited for Kind Legbeard to get up to accept her. My hamster is a dwarf hamster. They're smaller than normal-sized hamsters and much more delicate. Even a short fall can permanently damage their backs, and they can get hurt or sick pretty easily. That's what you get when you breed for size instead of sturdiness. I gently placed my hamster in Kind Legbeard's hand and watched carefully to be there in case there were any, slips. I didn't know what I would do if my hamster was injured in any way. I didn't think Kind Legbeard would hurt her intentionally, but accidents happen sometimes, and I was overprotective. Probably a good idea. Kind Legbeard not capable of taking care of herself, therefore scarcely unable to take care of another life. Kind Legbeard stood up and held the hamster with one hand as she propped her phone up on my dresser to point the camera at herself holding the animal. See, she doesn't really want to interact with the animal. She just wants to show everybody else in the Discord call that she's supposedly interacting with an animal. Why don't you hang that shit up, huh? Spend some time in the real world with the rest of us. It ain't so bad. I couldn't help but be struck with anxiety as Kind Legbeard's hand tightened around the small, fluffy body rather roughly. While the hamster wasn't crying out, I noticed the stressed body language of my hamster trying to free herself. Some of Mice and Men vibes. Tell me about the rabbits, George.
Bye-bye, Lenny.
I reached out, ready to take my hamster back, but I stopped myself. I'm not sure why I did. I just hoped that I was simply overreacting and perhaps everything was fine. Yeah, it's totally fine. Eventually, the camera was set up and Kind Legbeard stepped back to show her friends my hamster. Wow, amazing, super cool and interesting. Nothing better's going on in my life. Why not? I stayed out of the shot and let her show them, as I didn't really have any problem with something like that. Suddenly, she raised her hands up over her head, holding the hamster over 6 feet in the air. And I watched as one of my hamster's tiny feet slipped on one of her fingers. The hamster did catch herself before she fell, but I suddenly stopped being okay with this situation. Why the hell would you even do that? What is going through your brain? Is anything going through your brain? Is anybody home? Hello? OP, please be careful. Hamsters are really delicate. Even one small fall could break their backs. Kind Legbeard lowered the hamster back down, looking a bit annoyed at my interruption. It's about when you grab the back of her hair and slam her face into the dresser. I told you, no! Kind Legbeard says,
Look, she's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna drop her. You don't have to be at my ass about it.
You know what? Give me the hamster back. We're done playing games here, all right? You almost dropped her. I'm uncomfortable. The hamster's been uncomfortable. It's over. Why don't you go watch some fucking hamster videos on YouTube where you can't mortally injure them, okay? Instead of letting my hamster roam around her hands now, she returned to wrapping a hand around the hamster's body and holding on to her as she began to squirm. Dude, this is so not okay. This is the universe. Putting a life that you care for in danger to see if you will step up, OP. It's been 10 days. We're over the bullshit. It's no longer funny. Please don't let no bad happen. With her free hands, kind Legbeard put one of her fingers into the hamster's face. Kind Legbeard,
I don't think so. You're not getting away. You can try to bite me, but I'm not letting go, you little shit.
Jesus, everything you are is horrible, you know that? I noticed that it was a habit of kind Legbeard to call my animals shits. No matter what they did, it was just sort of a nickname that she gave to them. Are we gonna pump the brakes on this yet, or... I'm very uncomfortable. Was this just an insult or an adjective for her? I can't really say. I was not fond of her calling my furry friends little shits, but I doubted that they would really care for themselves, at least. That's cope, dude. Words have power, man. I would not allow this to go on any further. Why are we allowing this to go on any further? On the other hand, the sudden aggressiveness with my hamster encouraged me to step in once more. Without saying much at all, I offered my hand out for the hamster to climb into if kind Legbeard let go, and luckily she released her without much of a scene and allowed the hamster to return to me. Whew, collective sigh of relief from everybody, I'm sure. And good for you, OP, for getting in there when you needed to get in there. Maybe a little late, but we're not gonna split hairs on that. I gave her some small pets for the grabbing trouble and returned my hamster to her tank. She didn't wait long to bury and vanish herself into her bedding. Who could blame her, honestly? Probably a terrifying experience. She's like, I'm never getting out of bed again. My hamster is a very sweet and curious fella. She's never bitten, not even once, not even a nibble, and yet, kind Legbeard said,
That was so cool. Did you see it try to bite me?
I almost argued until I noticed that she was looking at the video call. The call, very cool. Kind Legbeard,
I want a hamster too. It kept trying to bite my finger, but I guess it knows better. It's freaking lucky. That little shit better not bite me.
This is the high point of your day, is it? Probably the high point of your month. You do nothing, so you make up stories that show you doing slightly more than nothing. Wow, amazing, fascinating. I'm bailing out of this call. I got one life to live. I ain't spending it here. Did she mean when she was shoving a finger in my hamster's face and she still didn't bite? What was the point of getting mad over something that didn't even happen? Just the weirdest flex in the world, OP. I can't explain this. I simply let her talk, as even the people in the call with her sounded fairly bored of the hamster topic. Who wouldn't be? I'm a DC, guys. I gotta go scratch my nuts. That's far more interesting. I'm not sure what it was with kind Legbeard thinking that all of my animals bit. The irony was that only one of them really did, which was one of my 3 cats, and kind Legbeard refused to believe that she would bite until it actually happened, which led to her cussing and making hissing sounds at this cat that I had clearly warned her was a biter multiple occasions before it actually came to fruition. Yeah, come on, get on Discord, show everybody the bite. It's so super cool. Surely they'll be interested. That's right, kind Legbeard hissed at my cat, which sounded more like she was snorting back, preparing to use a spittoon. As you might have guessed, the cat only got more annoyed and ready to bite her again before I stepped in. Love that, dude. Cats don't take no shit. I still love dogs more, but you gotta respect cats. While kind Legbeard was off my bed, I took the opportunity to climb in, and when she was ready, she went to the guest bed. It didn't take long for the quiet, dark room to be illuminated by a blue computer light as I was trying to sleep. This would be a long night. I mean, you got the noise-canceling headphones, you just need like a nice little blindfold or something. I really do like the way this situation was handled as well. OP didn't need to really say anything, just put your hand out, give me my hamster back, and then climb into your own bed. No words. I don't need your approval. I'm taking what I want from this point forward. I hope that streak continues. Moving on into day 11. As I expected, I didn't sleep well that night. I awoke multiple times to that illuminating blue light, occasionally flashing to a yellow that flooded the room. What's she watching? Hypnotoad?
All glory to the Hypnotoad.
Maybe that's why her brain is a completely empty vessel. I rolled over to face the wall so I could sleep better, but I really lost count of the times that I was woken up. My alarm was set for 11 a.m., just in case I slept in and needed an extra wake up, but I ended up not needing it, as I was woken up 2 hours prior by a video call starting directly above me. It's the worst thing in existence. We're living in hell right now. An endless Discord call. Yet kind Legbeard had fallen asleep. She slept in a video call that night and allowed people to join and talk while she was passed out. Maybe feed her some subliminal messages. Be a decent person. Do something with your life. That wasn't fair at all. And it was starting to get on my nerves that I was being awoken by Discord calls. I already had a sleep disorder that made it hard to sleep, and kind Legbeard knew about it now because I had told her the details of it a few days ago. Even the slightest sound would wake me up. I guess that's why I know noise-canceling headphones. I can fall asleep with music on real easy. Some people, not as lucky. If it was a reasonable sound, I wouldn't be upset at all. If she rolled over or had to get up for the bathroom, okay, whatever, I'd be just fine. But a video call was not reasonable. You could avoid joining a call right above a sleeping person that worked the day prior and worked the next day as well. She really is just a bag of trash. Does she work when she's at home? Does she live with her parents? Is she on disability? What's her home situation like? Because I can't imagine her just doing this every single day. I mean, I can, but at a certain point, it definitely qualifies as a mental illness. I got up and let kind Legbeard sleep while I took my time getting ready for the day. Being so early, I was in no particular rush, but I had an appointment at the barber shop for a simple wash and hair health treatment, so I wouldn't be too long. Bro, you getting your hair washed at the barber shop? Ain't that like 20, 30 bucks right there? I mean, I guess good for you for fitting that in the budget, but couldn't be me. It's a luxury I can only dream about. I made my way there, and my appointment with the barber started. While I was under the dryer, I took out my phone to idly check my notifications and kill some time. I normally marked my Discord servers as red. I didn't actually care to read every message of every server that I was in, but seeing as how I was under the dryer with nothing better to do, I thought, what the hell? What's going on with my servers? Social interaction's overrated. I want to play Blizzard's newest game, Warcraft Rumble. Not sponsored, but I did make a ReddX Industries guild there, if you do play it. I worked my way down the list. The gaming servers were gaming, the art servers were drawing, the fandom servers started a blood sacrifice. All was pretty normal. No mention of the ReddX Discord server in there. I mean, I guess that's fine. You don't have to check in. Everything's okay over here, you know? Or I guess as normal as it gets. Normal for us, okay? Then I got to kind Legbeard's server, and when I opened it, I almost felt sick. During the night, she had posted screenshots of her messages with someone. I can't bring myself to type out everything that was there, also because it was paragraphs long, so I'll simply paraphrase.
I'm not the one that dresses like a slut on Minecraft.
Oh, is that a thing now? What do you guys think of my Minecraft skin? Is it too slutty? I hope not. I don't want people to think less of me in Minecraft.
You should delete all your social media accounts and never log into Minecraft again, you whore. And you know what? I'm glad I told your boyfriend to off himself. Grow up and stop putting up those provocative profile pictures. No one likes you, and the only reason you have friends is because they feel sorry for you. So go crawl away, you worthless piece of crap. You're better off quitting everything. You want to mess with me? I'm a motherfucking psycho. I don't deal with bitches, sweetie.
I mean, clearly you're quite unhinged. But if I was whoever this Minecraft girl is, don't pay her any mind. The attention is exactly what she's looking for. People that try to drag you down to their level are already below you, so don't sweat it. That was horrible to read. Also might have cost me YouTube monetization, I guess we'll see. Super chats are welcome. Super thanks on the video. And a double super thanks if you actually do it. Why would kind Legbeard say this to another person? How could anyone treat anyone like this? Have you not realized by now that she's evil? The person she was talking to didn't reply. Big brain. And kind Legbeard followed the screenshots with,
I don't mess with toxic people.
but you can't escape yourself, can you? From the looks of it, there really was only one toxic person in those screenshots. I took a deep breath and closed the server and then closed Discord entirely. I mean, you can't really escape it by closing Discord. You're gonna go back home and sleep in the same room with this fucking maniac. I mean, you only got, 3 days left, but it only takes one night to get stabbed to death. LP says, maybe if I pretended I didn't see it, it would be okay. Don't get involved, OP. Keep your sanity. I mean, not getting involved is wise, but you definitely need to be more aware after this point. When my appointment with the barber was done, I returned home. Before I went to work, I promised my neighbor I'd help her take her recycling to the recycling center. She was an older, disabled woman who occasionally asked me for help because she only had one hand. Yeah, how you unscrew the tops from that many bottles with just one hand, huh? She also invited kind Legbeard to come along, and kind Legbeard agreed, hearing that she was willing to pay us. So we gathered up her recycling and brought it to her car. While I was sorting the bottles quietly, I overheard a rather interesting conversation. Kind Legbeard,
I'm so tired.
Neighbor, did you stay up late? Kind Legbeard,
Yeah, I didn't sleep until sunrise.
Neighbor, oh, you're a night owl, huh? I am too. Kind Legbeard,
Yeah, I'm probably a vampire. I love the taste of blood, and I want to bite people.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm exiting this conversation post-haste. Neighbor says, bite people, huh? Kind Legbeard.
Yeah, and I love blood. I'm definitely a vampire. Even my favorite band is Blood on the Dance Floor. Have you heard of them?
Yeah, only because Jesse Slaughter got molested by one of the dudes. It's not a great reputation to have. To answer your question, yes, I've heard of them, and I wish that I hadn't. But Neighbor says, I don't think I have. You must be a Twilight type of girl, then, kind Legbeard.
Oh, yeah. I love Twilight. I've seen all the movies. Edward is so hot.
The really pale dude with big hair and constipated look.
Oh, well, if you're Team Edward, I'm definitely Team Other Guy. I can't remember his name. Neighbor, I bet he is. I enjoy watching vampire movies too, kind Legbeard.
Awesome! I love Vampire Diaries too!
Neighbor, what about you, OP? Do you like vampires? OP, nah, more of a zombie fan. Walking Dead, Last of Us, Resident Evil, those types. I've never even seen Twilight. I haven't seen Twilight either. I thought maybe I'd read the books on the channel for a laugh at some point. Little 50 Shades of Grey, something like that. As far as which monster creatures I like the best, Mariah Carey. Basically any crappy SCP monster, yeah. I'm sort of halfway into it. Mostly ironically, whatever. Kind Legbeard says,
Ew! Seriously? How did you get through high school without watching Twilight? You've at least seen Edward and Jacob, right? Who do you think is hotter?
That's all life is really about for you, huh? Daydreams about which guy can scratch the itch inside of your nasty clam hole. OP says, neither of them. They're not my type. If it helps, though, I think Wesker and Heisenberg from the Resident Evil games are attractive. It doesn't help. She's completely uncultured. Although I hadn't played Resident Evil until this Halloween, and I didn't even play that much of it. Maybe we should go back. Maybe we should do it again. As expected, Kind Legbeard says,
Who? I seriously need to make you watch Twilight. I'll tie you down if I have to. There's no way you haven't watched them. I watched them like every day in high school. Bella even had a baby that was a vampire. Oh, it was so romantic. I want a boyfriend like that. I wouldn't even struggle if you wanted to turn me.
yeah, living with you for eternity, I think I'm good. She's like, please turn me. He's like, nah. I find it a lot easier to put up with you for 60 years than 6,000. I started to get a bit lost in this conversation, so I went quiet again and let Kind Legbeard and my neighbor gush about their vampire preferences. I watched Hotel Transylvania, and I played Castlevania before. Did that count? Yeah, close enough, whatever.
Which Belmont is your favorite?
I felt completely out of the loop. You're not alone, OP. Just do what I do. Turn it into a joke. Easy. Finally, we finished the recycling, and I made my way to work right on time. From there, the workday was otherwise average, aside from Kind Legbeard sending me a link to another Discord server towards the end of my shift. No, man, I got room for 10 Discord servers. That's it. When I arrived home, I attempted bonding with Kind Legbeard once again. Now she's busy with her brand new Discord server. Recalling what she said about me not playing any video games as often back on the 4th of July barbecue, I offered to play a game. Any game. I don't play many games now, but I was still an avid collector of all sorts of games, digital and physical copies. It was impossible that there wasn't something that she would like. The saddest part of adulthood, honestly. I got such an awesome collection and no time to play it. My kids, though, yeah, they lucky as hell. I even told Kind Legbeard on multiple occasions that she could play my PlayStation 5 while I was at work, or plug in any of my older consoles, such as the Xbox. In fact, the Wii was currently plugged in, and that was supposedly her favorite console, right? But when I excitedly tried to offer any of them, she wasn't interested. None of the consoles, none of the games, nothing. She wouldn't even look up from her phone. Phone is only console now. Are you playing Warcraft Rumble yet? Okay, fine. No game then. That was all right. I mean, it hurt a tad, but I understood. She had recently gotten into one of the YouTubers that I liked too, so perhaps we could watch them. I had seen all of his videos, so I was quite sure I knew exactly the videos that would get her at least smiling and looking up, if nothing else. I thought you might be talking about ReddX, and then you said you watched all the videos, and I'm like, that's impossible. There's 1,500 videos on the channel, okay? Nobody has watched them all. I wouldn't make Kind Legbeard watch, but I would at the very least put it on and give her that option. So I turned on the console and navigated to the video, and at first, Kind Legbeard was into it and laughing along. I thought perhaps we were finally spending some time together, one-on-one, a little bit of bonding. But when I turned back after something funny happened, she wasn't looking anymore. Yeah, her phone buzzed. It's over now. Hope you enjoyed the 30 seconds. This is like the most roundabout way to try and bond, and it really does make me sad for OP that he's like trying to open the door. Come on, let's interact a little bit, and just getting stonewalled every step of the way. Not much longer to go yet, at least, I guess. OP says, okay then, I guess I'll just watch it by myself, I suppose. I was at a loss on what to do for her to be engaged in spending time with me. It's impossible, stop thinking about it. This whole thing has been dead in the water since it started. She mentioned that she wanted me to play games more often and then refused when I offered to play a game with her. She liked a YouTuber that I also did, but didn't watch the videos when I put them on, so what else could I do? I mean, I'd say take her to the park, but you've tried taking her places before. I think the only thing left to do is just accept the fact that you guys don't connect anymore. If she wasn't into these videos, What if I went through to put on other types of videos to figure out the content that she was into a little bit better? I don't think any video is going to be a magic bullet. I think she's in her Discord roleplay world and she's not going to come out. You have to go in, but you have to sacrifice your sanity in order to do so, and I just don't think it's worth it. But God bless OP for trying. He says, the first channel I went to was a girl that ruined music lyrics and sang the incorrect versions, and I found them rather funny. Oh, hell yeah, dude, like bad lip reading? Pretty lit. But as I went through her upload list, Kind Legbeard was entirely uninterested and said, no, to every single video. Got it. You're not into music content then. I went back to the main page and clicked a short meme video. Perhaps she was into shorter comedy content. When that video was over, I received the response of,
well, that was dumb, and it sucked.
ouch. She didn't have to be so harsh on my choice of video. Don't take it personally, she ain't got no taste. I returned to select something else, but a building stress was rising in my stomach, and simply out of panic, I couldn't bring myself to select a new option. Yeah, which you will definitely be judged for. Don't even bother. Ask her to go away while you do something that you truly enjoy doing, which is clearly not spending time with her. OP gets that internal dialogue saying, what if she hated it? What if she blamed me for putting on something terrible? I was sensitive to audience reception to my playlist choices, and it hurt to be shot down after trying to show someone else what I liked. See, the secret is to just like the things that you like, and if somebody else doesn't like it, so what? This is what I want to watch right now. Participate or don't. I know you're probably not going to no matter what, so you do your thing, I'll do my thing, and we'll count down the last few days until you get the fuck out of here, okay? That's the best way to go through life. Don't pay no never mind to what somebody else thinks. It's your world, it's your life, live it how you want. So, instead of me picking another video, I asked Kind Legbeard directly what she was into, and maybe if she wanted to put it on, but again, I received an uninterested, nah! Was I doing something wrong? Was I being a bad friend right now? She's been the bad friend this whole time. Don't you start loading up her baggage on your shoulders. When I looked to Kind Legbeard, her eyes hadn't left her phone. She was typing away with focus. This is the worst thing ever. Does that phone ever run out of battery? OP says, maybe it wasn't me after all. Maybe she was just busy with something. If that was the case, then it didn't really matter what I played, did it? Exactly, pick the thing you like, let it roll. Instead, OP decides not to play anything and give her the silence she needed to focus. Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, she's focused on some complete bullshit. Just do what you want, okay? Do not let her affect you any further. A couple of hours passed. Hours, dude. You're just sitting on the bed staring at the wall? How? I opened my mouth once again, curious to know how she was doing, and if she wanted to watch anything else before the PlayStation 5 went into sleep mode. This is so depressing. I just feel bad. Kind Legbeard said that
She was going to sleep.
So I turned the TV off. Today's attempt to bond was yet another bust. Yeah, what's that, 11 days in a row? You are really holding on to hope here, ain't you? I found myself confiding in my boyfriend about the best way to make a connection with her, but he made the suggestion to stop trying. Wise words right there. He told me that I was the main person putting in effort, and it was rude for her to be on her phone so much while supposedly being here to spend time with me. There it is. Are we finally seeing reason now? To summarize, my boyfriend suggested to stop trying, and if our friendship really mattered, she would start making an attempt as well. But also said, with how terrible she'd been so far, it wasn't really worth it to try and pursue that friendship. Look at boyfriend out here, big brain plays. This is the final test, and I think Kind Legbeard's gonna fail horribly. OP continues, in fact, boyfriend suggested that I stop talking with her when she left. I would need to let myself ponder over his insight before I decided on that, but his words were weighing on me, and it sounded kind of nice already. He was probably right. Before I slept too, I ran a load of laundry with just kind Legbeard's clothes because they were making my room smell pretty ripe. I'll be honest, I'm surprised that she changed her clothes at all. She's only bathed once, and that was on day 9 or something. She's not going to be bathing again, is what I know. I'm glad the hamster thing turned out all right, but yeah, just the trying to connect and being like, hey, do you want to enjoy a video that I also enjoy? And she's like,
I'm just typing to people.
well, how about you put the fucking phone down and interact with people that are actually in the room? That's the guy that I am at my house. I will tell you to your face. Whatever you're doing can wait until you have a moment. Be here with us right now. And it really is just a rampant problem. Everybody wants a gadget. We're all so terrified of sitting there alone with our own thoughts. But apparently OP was able to do it for a couple of hours while just waiting for kind Legbeard. That's ludicrous to me. But maybe we finally met the breaking point. I guess we'll have to see in the next episode. As far as this episode goes, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, sub, hit the Amazon affiliate link, the Teespring. I'm gonna start AI generating some new t-shirts. I'll let you know when those come out. On the end card, I'm gonna link Fat Cat Girls, because I think that's the first Legbeard saga that we did. It's also one of the first videos where I lambasted an OP, so I think you'll enjoy it. Click on through. Always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, you definitely deserve it, and I shall see you in the next one. So until then, bye-bye. Go ahead, cut them open. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Promise. Where's